Asuri versus Bryn for game 1 of this best of 5. Winner of this goes on to fight LDZ.
We were talking about weapon
scary.
matchups, but I think Isidroo is going to have the range advantage regardless of what weapon he has and regardless of what weapon Wrenched has. Because Axe is going to out-prioritize in terms of range Katars and Sword. Same thing with Spear against Katars and Sword. But you already saw Wrenched come in with the string. He gets those regularly and consistently. He's continuing to build up this damage really well against Isidroo. Already has him towards the later stages of Orange.
Yeah, just really good positioning from Wrenched. But Isidroo starting to see the Axe wake up. Getting some chunks. But Wrenched, again, just fantastic movement around Isidroo. Gets behind. That's such a scary position with the way that the Axe recovery works. It swings backwards, and sometimes you'll see players get caught. But really good spot from Wrenched. Gets the recovery for the kill.
Wrenched going up early on Isidroo. Staying very, very grounded, ends up getting procced by a Sword side air. I don't know if Isidroo meant to go through that platform or not, but he's going to pull out of that ground pound, maintain stage control. I agree with that choice. Don't go off stage against Wrenched. Ooh, nice side signature
really
coming
good
out from Isidroo to pick up the kill, taking very little damage, 15 to 20 so far in this stock.
And he's going to be sticking with this Axe. Has yet to make a connection onto Wrench's second stock, though. Dodges and jumps coming out. Again, Isidroo still not able to hit Wrench. Finally connects with that down air. Down air. Can't get the down light.
So many down airs coming out from Isidroo so far. Picks up the side air, but Wrench is still winning this damage battle so far. Due in large part to that small lead that he had. Oh! We saw that once before. It missed. That one did hit, though. Wrench using that very rarely, but to great effect here against Isidroo.
Now Isidroo on the spear, on the back foot.
Oh,
nice.
he picks up with the backside of it. Huge hitbox there.
Covers all sorts of space, and he slide charged it for the distance, and that will be the kill. Isidroo really cleaned up that stock quick. Wants the spear this time.
At about the same deficit that he was before when he came into his second stock after getting the kill on Wrenched. Here's the recovery coming out from Isidroo. Looking to use this max range. You're seeing him try to hit at the very tip of that hitbox so that Wrenched isn't able to beat him out in terms of hitbox priority or frame priority whatsoever.
That's one of the biggest advantages that he has in this matchup against Wrenched is range, and there you see in the side sig, one of the extended ranged hitboxes that Isidroo has in the kit. Oh, but Wrenched comes the strings. Couldn't continue it. Again, goes for the side sig. Wrenched is above it.
He's a D-Light into the recovery. No double recovery this time. There was too much force on the first one, so his second one wasn't going to be able to hit. There's the D-Light recovery. That didn't kill.
That was close, though. Wrenched had it at that extended height, just up above. Weapon spawns for Isidroo, not able to pick it up. The side air clips him. Wrenched again looking for that downlight for the recovery. Likely will kill if he gets it this time. And yes, it will. Wrenched takes game 1 over Isidroo. He's asking if he can swap out headphones, I think.
Be taking a breather right here for Flashpoint. Isidroo, hoping that this will interrupt any momentum that Wrenched had coming out of that victory. He has time to think about what he can do to adapt to what Wrenched was doing.
How many spare headphones do you think Wrenched has? Because I normally only bring one pair of headphones. So if he brought extra, that's way forward thinking.
Do you travel with headphones or earbuds?
Earbuds.
Ew. Because it's easy to travel with multiple earbuds.
It is easier.
I use headphones because I'm a grown-up. And
sure,
I can only travel with one pair of headphones because they're big and they're bulky. Even if it
is harder to travel.
You can turn the
multiple
cups and fold them up and everything. It's annoying to travel with more than one pair of headphones. I don't know. He may have a really nice pair and then a really not so nice pair that he travels with.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Or he's just playing mind games.
Yeah. He's he's taking the momentum away from himself right now.
I think in Sun Tzu's The Art of War, I think in chapter 4 he talks about do the headphone switch.
Oh, okay.
It'll mess up your opponent so bad. It'll tilt him.
Yeah.
And you'll get the big dub. That is
I think that's a direct quote.
Yeah, that's a direct quote from Sun Tzu. The Art of War,
Interestingly
chapter 5.
enough, didn't even have to be translated. That was like literally written by him. Yeah.
That language transcends
Yes.
language barriers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how progressive he was.
He was thinking ahead, all the way ahead.
As a strategist.
All right, Duke.
Waiting on Wrenched here. What's up?
I'm looking at this bracket right now.
Okay.
Just for a bracket update. If you want to follow along at home, you can hit exclamation point bracket in chat to follow along. If you want to look back on anything, it's super easy to navigate through the bracket on Smash GG to see what's coming up, see what happened in the past, see what set scores were. People are reporting, or whoever is reporting their characters, it's probably maybe Slosh, could be Expired. I don't know who's reporting characters for this on Smash GG, but thank you, because I love it when people report characters. It's looking like we got the bracket right in front of you here. You saw on the top, Boomy taking out LDZ 3-1. Then also in that round, Isidroo losing to Sandstorm 0-3. Sandstorm moving on, guaranteeing himself top 3 spot along with Boomy in the winners finals. Then down on the loser side of the bracket, Wrenched with a 3-1 against Costelix. If you're wondering what that little square is next to a player's name, that means they won. Also, their name is highlighted a little bit, and the other one is just a little bit grayed out. That is the loser of that
Almost
set.
like they ran out of jumps and recoveries.
Exactly, and they're not able to get back to the stage.
Can't get back.
Then right below that, Lil Cap beat out Noel. Looks like Wrenched is back. He's swapping to headphones, a wise choice.
Over ears. Might be struggling a little bit with them. You can see there's this slight shake in his hands.
They can be tough to put on. It's hard to find out which one is left and which one's left and
which one's right.
Also, they're Bluetooth headphones.
No.
That's why.
He's shaking his head.
They're Bluetooth headphones. He's probably turning them on and making sure they're going to pair to his phone. So interesting. He's not listening to game audio.
No. No, he's not. Neither is Isidroo.
You were right.
Isidroo's got his own earbuds. I don't know what track he was. He showed us the track last at Montreal.
Yeah, I don't know what he's listening to. He was listening to Astroworld from Travis Scott. I don't know what he's listening to this time. I was hoping he was going to hear us. He didn't hear us.
He's in concentration
Yeah, he's
mode.
too focused.
He's hyper-focused right now. But it looks like we're good to go. Getting right on into game number 2. Wrenched took game 1 in fairly commanding fashion.
Definitely.
We'll see if Isidroo has the adjust. We expected him to swap to the Ragnar.
Yeah, I was just about to say that when I saw that he's still on this Bren. He still does have one more game to lose to then switch to another character.
Right, but like a last-minute swap to a character generally isn't a great sign. It's kind of a panic pick at that point. But Isidroo sticking with his Bryn. It makes some sense with the way that he was playing the Spear specifically. The Spear side signature really worked in his favor. He even played a stock with just raw Spear, and now you're seeing him swap to the Spear. He's just not having the success with his Axe that I think he was expecting to have this weekend.
Even with all the range that he has with Spear and with Axe, Wrenched is just overspacing everything and then finding a way to get in. He's getting in and then backing up, getting 1 to 2 hits, punishing that side signature.
But Isidroo remembers that side sig from Wrenched, able to jump over it, but he eats the downlight recovery. One more of those will be killer. Weapon pickup for Isidroo. Goes for the weapon toss, can't get the follow-up down there, but he still hits with the recovery, staying above Wrenched.
One more of those unarmed recoveries will kill. He tries to go for a gravity cancel down heavy, covering both sides and the stacked option if Isidroo chose to initiate directly on top of him.
Sayer connects. Weapon toss. And that's
going to be the kill. Isidroo finding this lead here that we didn't see him get in game 1.
It's very minor though.
Swapping back to the Spear when the Axe was a choice.
This is a fragile lead for Isidroo. Wrenched. All he needs is one good hit. Oh, can't hit the recovery.
And that's something that we've seen Isidroo do a lot, is throw his weapon in a more unsafe manner than like straight up or straight down and disarm himself so much. He does that more than I think any other player, and I think
Caught him spot dodging.
it's at his own detriment because his unarmed isn't quite as strong as we've seen from some other players like Boomy and the like.
I mean, that's what we saw in his matchup against Sandstorm, is he got stuck unarmed, was trying to just wait it out, wait for the weapon spawn to happen, and Sandstorm took full advantage, got an early stock, wrenched with the offstage. That is going to kill. The side air keeps him from getting back to the wall. Wrench with a very quick kill.
Now, don't take wrenched off stage. I've said that multiple times, but sometimes you're going to get hit off stage. Yeah. And if Wrenched is coming at you off stage, there's not really much you can do. He's standing in between you and the wall, so you have to go through him.
You have to challenge him on that wall. When he pushes you over there, it's just such a scary spot to be in.
Weapon toss down. That was a safe weapon toss coming out from Isidroo. He's able to pick it back up. Now, throwing his weapon there would also be a safe option because there is another weapon spawn on the field. So if it did hit, he could go back and pick it up, or he could just swap to the other weapon if necessary.
But he likely wouldn't have done that because just the way that he's been playing this set, it seems like he's more comfortable with this spear, but the neutral sig kills.
You're 100% right. That was a 2-stock lead.
Woo. Big side. That was comfortable for Wrenched.
Now are we going to see the swap to Ragnar?
You know, I would have said maybe.
Don't do it.
I wouldn't have said this.
He's hovered on something right now.
I get it, though.
Y'all can't see it at home.
I get it. I get it.
I don't know if he's going to do it.
He's shaking his head.
Don't do it.
So the thing that worked the best for him with the Bryn,
he's doing this.
He's locking in an Ada.
Isidroo is switching to Ada. I don't know if I've ever seen him play blasters.
This is going deep in the pockets for the pocket pick, right? Ada. I agree. I don't think I've seen Isidroo play Ada. I mean, his general character pool is Bryn, Ragnar, Ogrim. If we go way, way, way back, he had an Orion, but Ada would not have been in my list of characters to expect from Isidroo. This is the top 8 stage for the World Championship, and Isidroo is busting out the secret tech.
It's interesting that he's going this Ada. Maybe he knows something
His
that we don't.
spear did well.
But we've also seen him play Hattori recently.
Hattori makes sense.
Which if he's not going to go for the Ragnar, which I can understand of not wanting to go Qatar against Wrenched, that's fine. He hasn't played the Olgrim in really a while, but he's played the Hattori recently. He played Hattori in Brawl League Masters. He even really did play Olgrim at Autumn Championships. This pick seems way out of left field.
And Wrenched definitely taking full advantage of it. Isidroo has had no time to warm up this Ada.
Nobody panic picks Ada. That's not a thing that exists in this world. I'm very curious what is going through his mind here. Because even now, his spear is struggling. Full stock deficit.
Okay, connects with a down sig though. Trying to find life, but
she does have a strong signature kit, and by his own words, Isidroo said that he is a spammer. So that might be on his mind here.
Spammable signature kit. Maybe that was it. That was his goal with this pick. It's an odd pick to say the very least, but he's gotten Wrenched close to that kill percentage.
He's just going even in damage right now, but he's a full stock behind.
He's just trading back and forth. Side air. Can he kill?
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah.
Wrenched had to use his dodge to ride that 45-degree angle up. That recovery almost killing. Isidroo is using the defense stance here on Ada, giving a little bit more survivability. That will kill.
Isidroo evens up.
He chose blasters.
Yeah, he intentionally stuck with the blasters. You know what it might be? Because he's like, hey, maybe if I can't beat you, I'll at least prep you for your matchup against LDZ.
Oh no, that's it.
Trouble.
That's it.
Yeah.
Isidroo on his tournament stock here in the loser's bracket, down 0-2 to wildcards Wrenched. And it's looking like this is Wrenched set to lose.
This is looking like Wrenched's game and set. Stutter stepping at the bottom. Wrenched feeling very confident right now. Isidroo taking a little bit of advantage with these side sigs.
Okay, what?
That killed. That killed from the left side corner of the main stage. Isidroo showing the power of Ada.
Isidroo has blasters?
He has side sig.
I mean, he does play with Cody Travis.
Yeah, that's true.
Cody Travis is a blasters boy.
Avoids the neutral stick, actually catches the punish.
Isidroo's like actually about to do this. Like, this is very winnable for him.
Wake up down like goes for a ground pound read. More down airs, chase dodges away for the turnaround. Can't hit the side sig, wrenched underneath with the weapon control.
Kill.
That'll kill, wrenched. Closes it out 3-0 over Isidroo.
Oh, they ended it with a hug. That's cute.
Friendlies.
Man, I wish we'd seen that Ada come out earlier.